If you're even slightly invested in modern gaming, you know about microtransactions, but how exactly do they work and why do they make so much money? The most obvious kind of microtransaction is just exchanging money for an in-game item, but they've gotten a lot more complex since that was the norm. Battle Passes. The player spends about $20 to unlock it, and after that, they can earn rewards by playing the game. Battle Passes exploit our fear of missing out, or FOMO, in two ways. Number 1. If the player doesn't buy the pass, they still level up and see the rewards they would have received had they bought it. Since they are already investing the time just by playing, the player will feel pressured to purchase the pass because the rewards they are quote unquote earning are essentially being dangled in front of them. Number 2. About every month, a new pass replaces the old one. When this happens, all progress and unearned rewards are gone forever, generating a sense of urgency. Loot boxes. The player earns boxes by playing the game, but keys to open them are usually sold in the store for a few bucks. When opened, they will reward the player with a random in-game item. Since boxes cannot be opened without a key, earned loot boxes just rot in the player's inventory, existing as a constant pressure to go buy some keys, like an advertisement. When opened, loot boxes typically have a gratuitously long and flashy animation to build suspense and make the experience as addictive as possible, like a Vegas slot machine. Because loot boxes are pure random chance but have no real money payout, they can be as addictive as real gambling, except it's available to children. In games like Team Fortress 2 and Counter-Strike 2, loot boxes actually can pay out in real money and are still available to minors. Because these games are connected to the Steam community market, in-game items can be bought and sold like physical items, which means a loot box just might spit out a hat worth over 1,000 real-world dollars. These games are rated mature 17 plus for violence, not gambling, but because they are available for free online, the age minimum isn't exactly enforceable. Gacha games. The whole game revolves around random chance. At the core of gacha is the pull system, named after pulling the lever of a slot machine. The player buys a pull, and in return they receive a random character, with the best characters being the rarest. While gacha games also have incredibly addicting animations like loot boxes do, gacha games enhance the addictiveness of the loot box formula in two ways. Number 1. Pity. To ensure that players stay hooked to gacha games even if they have terrible luck, the pity system will guarantee a high rarity reward after a certain number of failed pulls. Number 2. The banner system. Banners are collections of a few very rare characters that are only available for a limited time, but still must be obtained from the pull system. New banners are rotated about every month to capitalize on FOMO in the same way as battle passes. With the added elements of luck, the result is an experience even more addictive than loot boxes, yet again with no age minimum. All of this is pulled together by the gameplay loop outside of pulls. Progression is painfully slow and tedious if the player chooses not to spend money, and gacha games use this to invoke the sunk cost fallacy. After playing for a while, the game will have broken the player down enough that they will start sinking money into the game. At this point, the sunk cost fallacy intensifies as the player has spent both time and money on the game. From here on out, it only gets more and more difficult to stop.